Wendy Williams, once a commanding presence in the world of daytime television and a beloved figure for her candid and often controversial style, has been thrust into the public spotlight once again, but for reasons far removed from her storied career. Her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, has provided a harrowing update on the former broadcaster's health in a court filing obtained by the New York Post. The filing details the heartbreaking reality of Williams' current condition, revealing that she has become cognitively impaired, permanently disabled, and incapacitated. This devastating assessment paints a somber picture of her ongoing battle with dementia, a cruel disease that has steadily eroded her once sharp wit and vibrant personality. For fans who have followed her decades-long career, the news serves as a painful reminder of the fragility of even the most seemingly indomitable public figures. The update comes as part of Morrissey's legal battle against Lifetime, centering on the release of the documentary Where is Wendy Williams? The legal case delves into claims that the filmmakers took advantage of Williams' declining mental state, exploiting her vulnerability to create content that capitalized on her struggles. The core of Morrissey's argument is the assertion that the documentary team acted with a disturbing lack of regard for Williams' well-being, knowingly proceeding at a time when she was unable to advocate for herself. This raises significant ethical questions about the treatment of vulnerable individuals in the entertainment industry and the lengths to which some may go to produce sensational content. Morrissey's court filing names several defendants, including Andy Television Networks, Lifetime Entertainment Services, E1 Productions, Creature Films, and the documentary's executive producer, Mark Ford. These parties are accused of exploiting Williams during one of the most vulnerable periods of her life. According to the filing, the filmmakers cruelly took advantage of Williams' cognitive and physical decline by creating and publishing a documentary at a time when Williams was highly vulnerable and clearly incapable of consenting to be filmed. This allegation points to a troubling dynamic in which Williams' struggles became fodder for public consumption, potentially violating her dignity and privacy. The filing goes further, claiming that the defendants intentionally manipulated and goaded Williams to provoke strong emotional reactions, thereby capturing footage that would paint her in an unflattering and embarrassing light. Morrissey and her legal team argue that such tactics were not only unethical but also harmful, exacerbating the challenges Williams was already facing. In an effort to mitigate the damage, they have requested that the court redact sensitive details about Williams' health, familial relationships, and finances from the public record. This move reflects a desire to protect what remains of Williams' privacy, even as the legal battle thrusts her personal struggles into the spotlight once more. On the other side of the courtroom, the defense maintains that Williams had provided her consent, input, and participation in the documentary's production before her dementia diagnosis. This argument hinges on the timeline of her cognitive decline, suggesting that her involvement in the project occurred during a period when she was still capable of making informed decisions. Clash between these narratives underscores the complexities of the case, with each side presenting starkly different interpretations of the events leading up to the documentary's release. Both parties have called for a trial, which is expected to last between 2 and 4 weeks, to resolve the matter. To fully grasp the gravity of this situation, it is essential to understand the broader context of Wendy Williams' health struggles and the trajectory of her decline. For years, Williams was a dominant force in the world of entertainment, known for her unapologetic approach to discussing celebrity culture. Her self-titled talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, became a cultural phenomenon, attracting millions of viewers who tuned in daily for her Hot Topics segment and candid interviews. However, behind the scenes, Williams faced a series of personal and professional challenges that began to take a toll on her health. In 2022, concerns about Williams' well-being escalated to the point where a court placed her under legal guardianship. This arrangement was designed to oversee both her health and finances, amid allegations that she was no longer capable of managing her affairs. Her bank, Wells Fargo, played a pivotal role in initiating the guardianship process, citing concerns about her capacity and describing her as incapacitated. This marked a turning point in Williams' life, as she was effectively removed from control over her own decisions and placed under the care of a guardian. The following year, Williams received a diagnosis of primary aggressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. These conditions are both devastating in their impact, with aphasia impairing communication abilities and dementia affecting memory, judgment, and overall cognitive function. For someone whose career was built on their ability to articulate thoughts and engage with an audience, these diagnoses represented a particularly cruel twist of fate. The rapid progression of her symptoms further underscored the severity of her condition, leaving her increasingly isolated from the world she once thrived in. In February 2024, Lifetime released the documentary Where is Wendy Williams?, which purported to explore the reasons behind Williams' absence from the public eye. However, the timing of the documentary's release, so soon after her dementia diagnosis, raised significant concerns among her supporters and legal representatives. Critics of the project have argued that it was exploitative, using Williams' struggles as a means to attract viewers and generate buzz. For Morrissey, the Guardian tasked with protecting Williams' interests, the documentary's release was a clear violation of her ward's rights and dignity. The accusations leveled against the filmmakers paint a disturbing picture of how Williams may have been treated during the production process. Morrissey's filing alleges that the team behind the documentary deliberately manipulated Williams to elicit emotional outbursts, knowing that such footage would make for compelling but deeply exploitative content. These claims raise broader questions about the ethics of storytelling in the entertainment industry, particularly when it involves individuals who are unable to fully advocate for themselves. The heart of this case is a larger discussion about consent and the responsibility of content creators to ensure that their subjects are treated with dignity and respect. The defense's argument, that Williams had provided consent prior to her dementia diagnosis, highlights the difficulties of determining when an individual is truly capable of making informed decisions about their participation in a project. This issue is further complicated by the progressive nature of dementia, which can render a person's cognitive abilities unpredictable and uneven over time. For Williams fans, the unfolding legal battle is both heartbreaking and infuriating. Many have expressed outrage at the idea that their beloved queen of media could have been exploited during such a vulnerable period in her life. Social media has been flooded with messages of support for Williams, as well as calls for accountability from those involved in the documentary's production. Public's reaction reflects the deep connection that many feel to Williams, whose candidness and relatability made her a beloved figure despite her often controversial style. As the trial approaches, both sides are preparing to present their arguments in what promises to be a highly scrutinized legal battle. For Morrissey, the fight is about more than just legal victories. It is a quest to restore some measure of dignity to a woman whose life has been overshadowed by her struggles. For the defendants, the stakes are equally high, as they face accusations that could have significant implications for their reputations and the future of their projects.